Hey y'all, meteorologist Sydney Goldberg here from the First Alert Desk, and it's a Tuesday. Live look outside on our Sky 9 camera. This is facing the New Bridge. Now notice in the sky we have these white wispy clouds. These are upper level clouds, and they're typically made of ice. So if you see any rainbows in the sky and the cloud cover near the sun, that's because the ice in the upper level clouds are refracting or reflecting the light from the sun and making some cute little rainbows in the sky. So look up outside and see if you see any of that today. Otherwise, it's another cool day. We started off chilly again this morning, some places even freezing. Started off with this Tuesday morning. Now the sun's up, we're slowly starting to warm up. So 58 degrees all the way Baton Rouge, Hammond, and Lafayette right now, 57 in Houma, 59 in Patterson. I think the New Iberia is a little bit off, but regardless, it's a cool day out today, and I think it'll be a similar feel, possibly a few degrees warmer than yesterday, with temperatures climbing into the low 60s through the afternoon, and then once we get into the evening, we'll drop back into the 50s and 40s overnight. So winds are going to come out of the southeast throughout the day today, so that's going to help moderate the overnight temperatures. So we're not looking at a freeze potential overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. In fact, you're looking at morning temperatures in the low to mid 40s, largely closer to the coast into the upper 40s. So yeah, still a chilly start tomorrow, but not freezing like we've been the past several mornings. So play that out for you. Passing clouds throughout the afternoon, but we'll see cloud cover increasing later this afternoon and really into the evening and overnight. And with the southerly winds and the cloud cover, that's going to lead to moderating temperatures overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Then you'll notice we have rain approaching from the west. That's going to head eastward, so we could see a few showers in the late morning hours, then becoming more scattered through the afternoon. So here's 3 p.m., a few scattered showers. Now this is mainly going to be light to moderate rain off and on throughout the afternoon and into the evening, and that's going to be the case really into the overnight hours. And again, a few showers to start Thursday morning. This is 7:30, a few showers on the model. So I will say that we could see a few more off and on showers throughout the day on Thursday, but it does look drier than tomorrow. So I've got rain chances posted at 50% tomorrow, then scattered showers stay through the end of the work week for Thursday and Friday. And then yes, through the weekend is the big question mark, but we do have good rain chances by Saturday and Sunday. But the question is this mainly rain, or is this going to be the potential for some freezing rain this weekend? So with that, we're giving you the first alert for the potential threat of a winter storm across the deep south this weekend. So let's break it down, the details on what we're expecting and what's happening. Here are the current temperatures up in Canada. Why am I showing you the Canadian temperatures right now? Because this Canadian Arctic air is expected to spill southward once we get into the weekend. So look at this, -18, -10. This is going to drop down towards south once we arrive into the weekend, and with that moisture spilling over what we call the southern portion of the jet stream, and that's why we're going to see a significant winter storm really across the deep south by Saturday and lingering into early Sunday as well. So what does that mean for us? Well, we're still several days out from the weekend, so we're still looking at our long range models. Once we get closer, we'll be able to run those short range models, will help us with the exact timing, details, and who gets what when. But right now, we're looking at our European model and our GFS model, which is the American model. The European model keeps mainly rain for us here in South Louisiana and keeps the icy stuff into central and northern Louisiana and central and northern Mississippi. So it's not showing that ice potential really for us here in South Louisiana, just showing a cold rain. But the GFS, the American model, at the same time Saturday evening is showing the ice further towards the south. So that's sneaking closer into the Felicianas, Point Capee Parish, portions of southern Mississippi, and all the way down to southern western Louisiana. So could we see freezing rain here in South Louisiana? Well, let me back this up so I could show you the regional. Here we go. So if we play this out, this is the national blended model. So it's a bunch of different weather models in one model output is what you're seeing. So this is freezing rain accumulations across the deep south, so regionally through Sunday morning. So this is mainly going to be from Friday into Sunday morning that we could possibly see freezing rain accumulations, mainly Saturday night into early Sunday morning. But if you look, there is a significant amount of freezing rain, ice accumulations near the I-20 corridor. So this says 0.37, about a half an inch in Shreveport. Just a quarter of an inch of ice can lead to significant impacts. So we're talking widespread power outages, broken trees, also very dangerous and most likely impassable roads when we're talking about this much ice. So if we zoom in to what we're going to look at closer to South Louisiana, well, the NBM is actually showing freezing rain accumulations as far south as I-10. So there's still some questions about how far south we are going to see that ice potential. But what we are in agreement with, and that there is high confidence that there is going to be a winter storm impacting portions of the Deep South this week. There's been very consistent model run after model run showing that there is going to be a winter storm this weekend, but there's still uncertainties as to how far south ice gets, how cold we get. All of those are questions that we'll be able to answer as we get closer and closer to the weekend. And with that, though, there has been a lot of consistency with the model runs, various model runs showing that hazardous travel and power outages is going to be likely near the I-20 corridor, so mainly up towards the north. But there's still questions to answer about who gets what and when, and we'll be able to determine that as we get closer to the weekend. But for now, we actually have a pleasant day on tap for us. Nice and cool in the low 60s with a mixture of sun and clouds. Then the change arrives tomorrow. And that's going to be a warmer morning start in the mid 40s. That's still chilly, but much different compared to the past couple of mornings, right? Then by the afternoon, we're talking upper 60s. So that's even warmer than this afternoon, along with scattered showers mainly in the afternoon and evening. Showers continuing in Thursday and Friday. And again, those afternoons looking warmer. Then the question comes to figuring out what happens with the potential for this winter storm for us here in South Louisiana. So we've got good rain chances there with the potential for some freezing rain, some ice sneaking as far south as I-10 overnight Saturday into Sunday, because we're also getting that big dip in that Arctic air arriving this weekend, and it does look like that'll continue into early next week as well. So join us in less than an hour and I'll talk more details about what to expect tomorrow, and of course the latest updates and trends that we see regarding this winter storm threat in the Deep South this weekend.
Southern Air of Baton Rouge says no, 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 no interest, no money down, no payments for 12 months on HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.